So 6-lap race for the 150s. The first race this morning was won by Dennis Charlotte, who seems to be riding just about everything today. I don't know how he fits it all in, but everything he rides he seems to be doing very well on. So it's Dennis Charlotte, Jethro Bowman, Chris Sutcliffe was doing well, David Phillips, Reese Fitzgerald. And let's see. Now, just while we're waiting, some of you guys that may have been to national championships before will notice that there is actually a class missing here today, and it's missing only simply because of logistics and time. But normally we would have sidecars racing here at a club meet. We don't, but there is still a sidecar here. If you go to the end of the by the control tower, just up against the trees, you'll see Graham Harris there with a black LCR that's sitting on a trailer, on a flatbed truck. Now, that LCR is actually up for sale. It's at a very reasonable price. So if you're interested in having a look at an LCR, having a look at what constitutes a modern sidecar, they've come away from the old wicker baskets and cloth caps. The modern racing sidecar bears no resemblance to that whatsoever. And Graham's got a particularly nice LCR, Swiss-made racing machine, and it's up for sale. So if it's only for your curiosity, go along and have a quick chat to Graham. You can't miss the bike. It's on the back of a flatbed truck, not far from the control tower. And knowing Graham as I do, he'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. Perhaps even let you have a sit in it. How's that? So it's Dennis Charlotte out in front with Chris Sutcliffe just a second or so behind, Reese Fitzgerald, David Phillips and Graham Boyd in number 5. Very close racing on these 150s. The bikes are almost perfectly matched in speed, and the difference is quite literally the rider's ability, how late they can afford to brake, how fast they can corner and how quick they can power back on. Because momentum is everything in these smaller classes, and you do everything you can to preserve your corner speed, and that can be, even though you're not going that fast, it seems very, very fast on a small bike. And that's racecraft that you develop on these little bikes is what stands you in good stead for going on to bigger classes, because the principles and the actions are the same. It's just the speed goes up as the bikes get bigger. But Dennis Charlotte is showing us all how to do it. He loves these little bikes, and I'm sure it helps him on his quest to win everything. He's the only person so far in New Zealand who's won 6 different championships in 6 different classes. And as I said briefly earlier, he's out to be the first person ever to win every single national championship class. And the only one eluding him so far is the sidecars. But knowing Dennis, it won't be long. So 2 laps to go. Dennis Charlotte, Chris Sutcliffe, Reese Fitzgerald, Graham Boyd in a very good 4th spot. David Phillips and Mike Stein. Samuel Guthrie and Finn Hogg bringing up 8th place. Hamish Shanks, Hanson Shanks in 9th, and George Elvin in 10th. So white flags out, last lap. So another win there for Dennis Charlotte, Chris Sutcliffe in 2nd, Reese Fitzgerald in 3rd, Graham Boyd, very good finish for him in 4th, David Phillips in 5th, Mike Stein, Brent Cotton, he's been around a long time, Brenton Cotton, he's been racing for years, Harrison Shanks in 8th, Samuel Guthrie in 9th, and Finn Hogg in 10th. Angela Charlotte, a little bit further down the track in 20th spot. But still so good to see. I love the fact that you can race against your wife. I love that. But, So we've got one more race, that's the Classics and the 125s, and then we will be stopping for lunch. So I know we're running a little bit behind schedule, but we'll see how we get on. But we do need to give the marshals a bit of a break. They've been out there all morning. So 125s and the Classics, which is the best of the, well, it's a fabulous class because you're going to see bikes racing each other that would never normally compete in the same class. So that's great to see. So one more class and then we will be stopping for lunch.